When it comes to what's happening in Wayne County and the North Carolina area, look no further than Taylor House Publishing. If you have a story that needs to be told, please contact us via email at taylorhousepublishing@gmail.com.
All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Richard Taylor here, coming back with an update concerning the shooting that happened this past Friday in Willow in Goldsboro, North Carolina. Now, the name of the individual who was critically injured in the shooting has now been released. And that release gives a little more context to this police report. I did a video yesterday going over the police report, and I'll share some of that information as it relates to this name. But unfortunately, the victim of the shooting was also the individual who was the suspect in the robbery case. Now, the individual is 19-year-old Jaden Van from Goldsboro, North Carolina. And Mr. Van is listed as the suspect in this robbery with a dangerous weapon. Now, just to give you some context, you can go back and watch the last video, but 3 individuals, all of the same residents, and also all of them are relatives, according to some comments that I received on the previous video. All of those relatives drove from Wendell, North Carolina, which is about an hour away, to come to meet someone that they thought was selling some item of value. In the process, as the police report states, they were robbed by individuals unknown to them, and something of value, $200 in currency, and also the vehicle was listed as a property that was taken. However, somehow, according to this individual that is commenting on the last video, and you can go back and read those comments, Mr. Van allegedly took some items of value. Now, the person commenting said that he took it without a gun. He took the issue without a gun, and then one of the 3 individuals, Mr. Angel Daniel Ortiz Roldan, a female, Riley Grace Allen Weber, and Edwin Nuarez III. One of those 3 individuals, apparently, I assume it was the older gentleman, just off of, the context, because he was the robbery victim. He, someone in those 3, after Mr. Jaden took the money, one of those individuals shot him in the back of the head twice, as the initial reports states. Now, it was then that I guess they left the scene, or they may, whatever the case may be, they may have went to the police office and told them, hey, some guy tried to rob me and I shot him. Because if you look at the police report, there are no charges indicating anyone has been charged with assault with a deadly weapon or attempted murder in this case. So this situation is just altogether sad. The young man is literally in critical condition, and before anyone gets misconstrued, this information was released by an article on WITN. And I'm going to put the article up. It says, Goldsboro police say 19-year-old Jaden Van was shot around 7:15 p.m. Friday in the 1900 block of Harris Street during an apparent robbery. Van was first taken to Wayne UNC Healthcare and then transferred to ECU Medical Center in Greenville, where he is in critical condition. Police say the shooting was the result of a botched robbery attempt. They say witnesses are cooperating and the gun used in the shooting has been found. So that lets me to know that, these witnesses, evidently these three, and there is another witness, a 39-year-old witness, who's listed in the report. These witnesses are willingly cooperating, which leads me to believe that, yeah, they're telling that same story that the gentleman told me under the comments. Now, also the gentleman said that he saw the video. What video am I talking about? Apparently there was a video, some kind of camera, maybe a Ring camera, some video that caught the whole situation on video. And then it kind of coincides, this whole story coincides with some other information that I received from several individuals where it stated that, one of the individuals, maybe one of the individuals in the car, was talking to Mr. Van. Evidently, the attempted robbery was in progress, and then another individual walked up behind in defense of his relative that was about to get robbed or whatever, and shot Mr. Van in the back of the head. Now, these are all allegedly. Once again, nobody was there except these three individuals. The individual under the comment said that, the three relatives was in the car and they had to shoot to get their items back. So this is, once again, a sad story. It should serve as a reminder or a warning to any individual who is engaging in, criminal behavior, how the tables can turn suddenly. There's that old adage, if you live by the sword, be ready to die by the sword. And apparently, Mr. Van, according to these reports, once again, his name is listed on the incident report suspect list. Now, this is that report. I'll put it up there. And yesterday I crossed out the name because I didn't know if the police were looking for him still. Was he, on the lam, and I didn't want to jeopardize their investigation. But that name that you see crossed out is that of one Mr. Jaden Van. And also, I had to look him up on Facebook, and it seems that if this is the same Van, like he's literally, just a kid. It looks like he graduated from Charles B. Aycock not too long ago. Or what have you, or he went to Charles B. Aycock. You see pictures of him with his family, and just being a just a young kid. Evidently, he's very close to his sister. So, my prayers definitely go out to their family, because hopefully the young man recovers from his injuries. Now, this is no way an endorsement, however, of his behavior, because it is his behavior that unfortunately led to the condition that he's in now, according to the report. So this brings a lot of clarity. In the last video, I didn't know, once again, who was the shooter in this situation. So it's apparently now that one of the alleged robbery victims fired upon Mr. Van in defense of his property or in defense of his relatives. Once again, those people are those victims listed in the report. You can go back and look at the other video. I'll just put them up here. Those victims are 26, 20, and 23. And once again, it just all seems strange because there was no reports of an individual being charged with assault with a deadly weapon or intent to kill. None of that was mentioned. So evidently they were trying to protect Mr. Van and his role in all this. But, according to the reports, according to comments online and according to this article, and according to the police reports, everything is lining up as, Mr. Van was allegedly the perpetrator in this robbery. And unfortunately, that robbery came back on him, and he suffered injuries as a result of the robbery victim or the robbery victim's family trying to defend themselves and protect their property. So it's a lose-lose situation all the way around. But once again, I hope this serves as a warning, as a precaution, as a deterrent for all of those who are trying to get ill-gotten gain, fast gain, as the scripture says. Beware of gain that takes away the souls of the owners thereof. Meaning, if you're trying to get money in a way that is illegal or harmful to others, what you're really doing is just, digging a bed for yourself. It's a saying in the streets: dig a bigger hole for your soul. I mean, if you're digging a hole for somebody else, be careful, because sooner or later you're going to fall into that same hole or even a bigger hole. So once again, prayers out to the young man, though, because we've all made, I know I've made some very incorrect decisions that could have landed me, and actually did land me in positions like that young man. So hopefully he will recover from his injuries. And if anybody has any information that can kind of correct this story, if I said anything wrong, please feel free to call me, 919-587-7782. But once again, this was an incident that once again had the city on edge once again because of all of the violence that has occurred. And once again, we're all concerned as a city, as a community, as fathers, as mothers, as relatives, and these things like this, we wonder, who's next or what's next. So once again, unfortunately, this happened to that young man, and once again, prayers out to his family. But 919-587-7782, or you can send me an email at taylorpublishinghouse@gmail.com. Peace and blessings.